So today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, I have a list of 20 things that gamers and players of this game want to see. I've been compiling this list for the past 2 or 3 weeks, doing my research, reading through the comments on my videos, reading through the star board in the official Discord server, and this list pretty much nails everything that players are asking for. Changes, new things, additions, updates to this game. If you want to see any of the changes in this game, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, become part of the first 300k OGs on the channel, and let's get into the video. The first thing, and probably one of the most common things I see people ask for in Grow a Garden, is infinite pet storage. Oh my god, we all want infinite pet storage so bad. Our inventories are full of pets, and people have suggested really cool ideas of what you could do to make infinite pet storage. And I think the most common one is a cosmetic that we can either earn through quests. Imagine doing daily quests, and at the end of the daily quests, you get this really cool cosmetic, and that cosmetic is something you can put down in your garden, and it's like a little barn or a little kennel or a little anything that will allow you to put pets into long-term storage. And maybe you can only access this little barn or little kennel or whatever it is once an hour, once every 2 hours. I don't think it even matters, but any way to get pets out of our backpacks and into a long-term storage so we don't have to use alts would be phenomenal. We're asking for it. We need it. We want it. The entire Grow a Garden community is being flooded by pets that are coming in every single week, and we want somewhere to store them, to keep them so we can grab them and use them for all the different reasons we want to use pets for in this game. Long-term, infinite pet storage. Please give it to us. We want it so bad. And number 2, the second most common thing. Now after this, it's a bunch of things, but this is also highly requested in the community. We want infinite pet storage, but number 2, we want infinite cosmetic storage. Being limited in cosmetics is also a pain in the behind. For example, I am currently at 513 out of 475. We want infinite cosmetic storage. Make it another cosmetic that we can earn through questing, that we can earn while playing the game, and put it down and let us store all of our cosmetics in there just like pets, so that our inventory is limited with how many cosmetics we can hold while we're building and stuff like that. But when we're done with our cosmetics, we can shove them in the cosmetic storage option and we're no longer limited. Now that those are out of the way, let's talk about other things that players have been asking for since the dawn of time. This one. If I could suggest one change, one thing for the developers to make that'll make people go, hey, the developers actually care about us. They care about the players. Remove this right here. Hold on. Ready? Let me show you. Oh wow, look at that Crimson Thorn. I want this Crimson Thorn. This. Remove this. Don't let people steal the hard work that other people do in this game. There are people who hide on private servers and don't get to enjoy the social aspect of this game because of this. Friendships amongst young audiences have been ruined because of this. This is just greed. This is just the developers recognizing that this steal fruit option is a portion of their income and they don't want to lose a portion of their income. Remove this. This sucks. Nobody likes this. Nobody enjoys this. Remove it. And this will tie into point number 4. This isn't a highly requested feature, but it's something people are encountering right now. I understand the developers do not want to lose an income source by removing stealing from the game, but there's a brand new income source that people are really enjoying, but they're encountering problems with. And that brand new income source is Harvest All. I don't know about you, but I have spent far more Robux on Harvest All than I have ever thought to even remotely contemplate about using the stealing function. Harvest All only costs 9 Robux. After 3 or so Harvest Alls, you're equaling the Robux you're earning from stealing. But a problem has occurred that when somebody uses Harvest All, they're flooded with so many fruits, it's lagging the game. So please find a way, somehow, in your code, in the database structure, how things are done, to remove the lag issues with Harvest All and remove the freezing and lag issues when you log into the game with an inventory filled with a whole bunch of fruits, or when you submit a whole bunch of fruits in the game, you gotta find a way to solve that lag issue. If it's removing the animation for a harvest all, which looks pretty, but is kind of slowing down the game, I don't know what you have to do on the back end of the game amongst the database in the programming language, but remove the lag and the freezing associated with grow all, with harvest all, etc. I understand that's probably a really difficult thing to do just because of how, databases work, but find a way. That'd be sick. Moving on to point number 5. Point number 5, I see a lot of people asking for and hoping for changes with, and that is how fast pets age in this game. I'm not talking about the 15-second peacocks and the French fry ferrets. I'm not talking about this random guy over here rocking a whole boatload of Titanic capybaras. That's kind of fun. I'm talking about the basic, average, everyday, casual player who sits there and waits for his pet to get to age 30, age 40, age 50 to use either a headless horseman or the mutation machine. They find aging pets way too slow. And they don't want to sit there forever and ever and ever on their phone while their battery drains hoping to age up their pets. So for the casual player, you could probably double, triple, quadruple the base experience these pets get, and it won't really affect the veteran players who have the French fry ferrets, who have the capybaras and things like that, or even the regular blood owls and stuff. Just increasing the base aging speed by double, triple, or quadruple, or even more from 0.5 XP per second base to like 2 or 3 XP or 4 or 5 XP per second base, it'll really help the casual player while completely not affecting anyone here with anything we do here at all. Yeah, the more I think about it, you can go from 0.5 XP per second to 5 XP per second. That's a 10 times increase. You can do a 10 times increase on the base growth speed for pets, and it wouldn't affect myself or anyone else with any of these advanced aging methods. So why don't you do that? Why don't you realize and go, everyone, we're hearing you. It's hard to age your pets. Here's a little base increase. You can go from 0.5 to 2. You could say we are quadrupling how fast pets are aging as a base, and casual players will praise you. And veteran players are like, well, it doesn't affect us, but cool for the casuals. Aging pets for the casuals. Takes too long. Try to do something else. Point number 6 that players are asking for and have been asking for. You know what? The count ties into point number 7. So point number 6 and point number 7. 6, 7, we have seed trading and cosmetic trading. There are so many people are asking and crying out for seed trading because they want access to old seeds, or they have old seeds and they want to trade them away for value. There are people who no longer play this game that are sitting on who knows what. And if you ever introduce seed trading or cosmetic trading, might go, hey, I do have some of those old seeds or old cosmetics. Maybe I can trade them for some cool pets, or maybe I can trade them for this or that, and might bring interest back into the game. You've already introduced trading amongst pets. It's already in the game. You've opened Pandora's box and out popped pet trading, and it's out. You can't put it back in the box. You've already gone this far. Give people seed trading. Give people cosmetic trading. They've been asking for it in your Discord servers, in my comments for forever, since pet trading was a thing. Just give it to them. That was 6 and 7. Moving on to point number 8, things people have been asking for, especially after I made a video on the topic. In-game notifications for when things are in stock. My suggestion was to put circles up here to let people know when eggs are in stock, or certain seeds are in stock, or certain this or that are in stock. But someone actually gave me an even better suggestion, and it makes way more sense. I should be able to go to the seed shop, and I should be able to go in here, and there should be a checkbox right here. Boop, 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 boop. Or here. Boop, 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 boop. For me to go, I do want to be notified when carrots are in shop, or I don't want to be notified when strawberries are in shop, etc., etc. And you can just scroll down here and click and checkbox all the seeds you want to be notified for whenever they're in stock. You definitely want to be notified for the Crimson Thorn. You definitely want to be notified for the Trinity Fruit. So check mark. And then every 5 minutes, a notification can pop up on the screen and it can tell you, hey, this is in stock. Or you can have notification over here and it's like, oh, look, this is in stock. Oh, it's in stock. And that's a really cool base. Sorry, sidetracked by what looks like a really cool Go Canada base. And then you could do the same thing for the events, right? You could be notified every time your orange lights come in stock, etc., etc., etc. In-game notifications. I think it's a really simple thing to implement, and I think a lot of people really enjoy that, encouraging them to stay logged in longer to get those notifications. This one has been suggested multiple times and people are crying out for it. And I don't know why I didn't move it up earlier in this video. Hey, I like your big plants. This one is a pity system. A pity system for eggs, a pity system for seed packs, a pity system for normal eggs and seed packs. They already exist for your Robux ones. They exist right here. Pity system, 100. You're guaranteed a mummy. You should institute a pity system for regular eggs and regular seed packs for a very simple reason. You know that when little Billy logs into the game and he gets a couple of eggs and he hatches a couple of eggs and doesn't get anything good, doesn't get the pet that he wants. If a pity system was in place and it was obvious and public and easy for everyone to understand, every casual player knows and gets, okay, there's a pity system. If that was in the case, your little Billy, your little Timmy might decide, oh, I opened 3 eggs and didn't get what I want, but if I open 10 eggs, I'll get this one. If I open 50 eggs, I'll get this. If I open 100 eggs, I'll get this. It encourages people, again, to continue to play the game, knowing that if they put in the time and put in the work, the goal is there to achieve. It's why people really enjoyed the Bone Blossom Quest system, because they knew that if they put in the work, the guaranteed reward was there to achieve. So putting in a pity system on seed packs and eggs in this game will encourage young, casual players, or even veteran players, to continue to put in the work to eventually acquire the thing they want to acquire. And that means people just continue to play your game for longer and longer. All right, time to talk about some big hitters. Here we go. Point number 10. Thing number 10 people have been asking for, and that is access to old events. So for 10 specifically, we're going to talk about a concept where you can, to save yourselves some work, developers, and you can, to encourage us gamers, us players to play this game, you can weave among your new events some of the old events. You could do 2 weeks of a new event and then take a week off and weave in 1 week of an old event. You can do 2 weeks of Safari, and then after the 2 weeks of Safari, you can do 1 week of the Primal, 1 week of the Dinosaur event. And then after that's done, you give you time to prepare. You can do 2 weeks of a new event and then weave 1 week of, let's say, the fairy event, and then 2 weeks of a new event, and then 1 week of the Candy Blossom event, or the Night event, or the Zen event. People, it's one way to give us access to many of these old events that many people have not participated in. If news breaks that the dinosaur event's coming back, watch the numbers of your player base spike. Experiment, try it one time. Just do one week time. Make sure you announce to people on your social medias, guys, for this 1 week, we're gonna try something. We're gonna bring back the night event. We're gonna bring back the summer harvest. We're gonna bring back the dinosaur event, and just kind of watch how people do that. You can try it for 1 week and see if people like it. And if they don't like it, if the turnout's not there, if it's not well received, well, you don't do it again. Just something to experiment with. Which leads right into point number 11. Let's say that doesn't work. Another thing you can do to bring back old events is to put them all in the traveling merchant cycle. You do have some already. You have a bee traveling merchant, you have a fall traveling merchant, but you don't have a dinosaur traveling merchant, and you don't have a night traveling merchant, or a blood traveling merchant, or a candy blossom traveling merchant, the Easter traveling merchant. There's other traveling merchants, Zen, for example, that you could institute if recycling the event is not something you're interested in trying, or something the player base reacts nicely to, or well to, or strongly to. Moving on to point number 12 that players have been asking for, and I see it in my comments, and I see it in the official Discord server. Change the map when we have an event. You know what's really cool about the Safari event? There is a really cool Safari rain. And when it rains, it turns the map into a safari. It turns it into the plains of Africa. So why not just have the map look like that all the time? Why wait, have a weather do it? Just make it look like that. You have it, you've programmed it. Leave it like that. It's so simple. During Halloween, decorate it with Halloween trees. When Christmas comes, I want to see Christmas ornaments. I want to see Christmas trees and snow. Change the map. Make it festive for the event. Put in the effort. It's so cool. Moving on to point number 13 that I see a lot of people ask for. Developers, remove the horrible bulk rewards. Okay? Let's be real. Nobody wants to see anything. You know what? In these first 8 rewards, even these first 10 rewards, they don't want to see it. Let's be real, okay? Nothing feels worse for little Jimmy to hand in his rewards and finally hit the 500 points to receive watering cans. It's so discouraging. Just don't Just don't. If you're trying to find a way to make eggs rarer, don't. Make eggs more common. If you're trying to put new rewards in here. If you want to have rare things for people to grind, go ahead and put back in the bee egg. Go ahead and put back in the paradise egg. You can have level up lollipops be rare. Really crazy, desirable things, make them rare. But the basic level rewards should be new things that players are looking for from the event. They should be the new crate. They should be the new egg. They should be the new sprinkler. It should not be old things that nobody cares about. It's discouraging. And I understand that from a gameplay structure perspective, to doing that to put in filler objects that nobody cares about so that they hopefully grind for the objects they actually want. No. You're just discouraging people from playing your game. Thing number 14 that players are asking for. More pet loadout slots. We've got lots of garden slots. Nobody's asking for it anymore, but people want pet loadout slots. All of this UI space. You could fit number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. You could fit 8 there comfortably. We need more pet loadouts. We're crying out for them. Infinite pet storage and more pet loadouts. Ooh, number 15. I wish I moved this further up in the video so people actually can see this. People want a trading hub. People want a place to be able to go to trade, whether that's cosmetics or seeds or pets or whatever. So I've always I've suggested multiple times to have a little teleporter right here beside the pet mutation machine, and the teleporter takes you to just a big open area map, circular map. You can either set up shops, or you can skip the shop part, or just a place for like 20 or 30 people to gather and congregate. You don't need their gardens involved at all. All you need is a place for people to be able to type with bubbles over their head that say trading blah, 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 looking for blah, blah, blah. Give people a server they can go to, they can teleport to. You could store it onto the map. You can make it a whole separate game server, whatever. People want a trading hub. They want a trading world. They want a place to be able to go to trade so that we can stop bugging people at their garden to trade with them. We can actually go to the trading world to find people who actually want to trade. And then people who are here in their gardens aren't being bothered by people looking for trades. They can actually just do their gardens in peace. Ooh, another thing that people are asking for. People are asking for this in the Discord server and my comments. You know what sucks? Sucks when you come to a shop and it's empty. All of this, no stock, all of this sucks. Nobody wants to see that. Not a single person wants to see that when they wait for the shop to restock and there's like nothing in stock. I understand the desire to make things rare, but in your quest to make things rare, the casual player doesn't have the patience for it. The casual player, the young audience member, could either A, log in and see nothing in stock, or B, go to steal a brain rot and steal someone's brain rot immediately. The conveyor belt system of new things coming in gives people that instant feedback, that instant loop. Oh, this could be special. Okay, not that one. Oh, this one could be special. Okay, not that one. Oh, this one could be special, over and over and over. They don't want to sit here, log in, and see nothing in stock and have to wait 15 minutes for another chance of nothing to be in stock. Sucks. Find a different way to do it. Speaking about shops, if you're going to make things not in stock, at the very least, give people a way to restock the shop. Remember the shekels? The way to restock the shop, the shekels? And it doubled every time, and you burn through some shekels. If you're gonna do this system, at least let people restock it, giving them the illusion, the illusion of control of the situation, the illusion that they might be able to actually stock things themselves. Oh, it just restocked and there's nothing in stock. Great. Another thing that a shocking amount of people are requesting, and it's surprising, I'll mention it here. I don't know if it's a great idea. I personally think it's a great idea. Many people don't, but many people do. It's 50-50. It's locking shekels trading. Remember when shekel trading was dead and done and people were having the option to restock their stuff with shekels and buy things with shekels and expand things with shekels, and people were burning through their shekels? You know what happens after they burn through their shekels? They realize, oh man, I need more currency. Maybe I need to actually grow things in my garden again and care about mutations again because I had 6 quintillion shekels and I burned through it all. Oh noes, I have to actually play the game again. Locking shekels is something a lot of people are requesting. They want the shekel economy to matter again. They want collecting mutations in gardens and stuff like that to matter again. So there are a fair amount of people talking about locking shekels again. Point number 19. We're pretty far along here, guys. We're almost done. Point number 19. There are a lot of people who want to see the garden guide have more use outside of the achievements and more rewards outside of the achievements. So for now, when you open the garden guide, you have these achievements, and these achievements give you rewards, and that's cool. But a lot of people want to see rewards for collecting all the plants, especially if you allow seed trading. There are people who want to see rewards for completing their index for pets. So for example, I have a row here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a row of 7 pets here. You could have a small reward for completing an entire row. You could have a bigger reward for completing an entire category. So for example, here we have all the common pets, right? Maybe you could have a reward for completing all the common pets, and you don't include Rainbow Hatch. Don't include Rainbow Hatch or Giant Hatch or any of those Robux options. Don't include them. Just include the base. And maybe you get a reward for completing all the common ones, right? And then maybe you can get a reward for completing all the uncommon ones. You can get a really big reward for completing all the pets, all of them. Now, this also leads to an obvious question. Every single update, we get new pets. So how do you reward people again for that? You could also have another tab here then for all the newest pets in the event and give people a small reward for collecting all the newest pets in the event. And then those who had collected previously the reward for collecting all the pets obviously would not be able to get another reward for collecting all the pets. They've already achieved it. So anytime new pets are added, well, they've already achieved the collect all achievement and the collect all reward. So they can't get it again. Give us some incentive for completing the index after you give us seed trading, because right now it'd be impossible to complete the seed index or the plant index. Because then you can do a plant index reward, a pet index reward, and a cosmetic index reward. And point number 20, the final point that a lot of people ask for online, give us back cutscenes. Cutscenes during updates, just kind of cool, just kind of hype, small thing. Cutscenes, people like to see them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other ideas, comment down below with your ideas of things you'd like to see in the game. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.